Did you know that the average person has around 6,200 thoughts per day? And of those thousands of thoughts, studies show that a significant percentage are negative or unproductive. Does this resonate with you? Do you often find yourself replaying past conversations, worrying about the future, or getting caught in a spiral of what-ifs? If so, you're not alone. Overthinking is a common experience, but that doesn't make it any less challenging. Chronic overthinking can take a serious toll on our mental well-being. It can fuel anxiety, disrupt sleep, and hinder our ability to fully experience the present moment. The good news is that there are ways to manage and even overcome this tendency to overthink. For centuries, Buddhist teachings have offered profound insights into the nature of the mind and practical tools for cultivating inner peace. In Buddhist philosophy, the mind is often compared to a monkey swinging from tree to tree, constantly chattering and restless. It's always searching, grasping, and rarely finding true peace. When we overthink, we allow this monkey mind to run rampant, creating unnecessary stress and suffering for ourselves. We become entangled in our thoughts, believing every worry and fear as truth. But what if we could learn to observe these thoughts without judgment, without getting swept away by them? This is where the beauty of Buddhist teachings comes in. These teachings provide us with a framework for understanding the nature of thought and offer practical techniques for calming the mind and finding inner stillness. Buddhist teachings emphasize that thoughts are not facts. They are fleeting mental events that arise and pass away. Just like clouds passing in the sky, thoughts come and go. They don't define us unless we allow them to. Through practices like mindfulness, we can train our minds to become more aware of our thoughts and emotions in the present moment. This awareness allows us to observe our thoughts without judgment, recognizing them as temporary visitors rather than permanent residents in our mind. This process of mindful observation is key to breaking free from the cycle of overthinking. By learning to observe our thoughts without judgment, we can begin to detach ourselves from their power over us. We can start to see them for what they are, simply thoughts, not facts, and in that space of non-judgmental awareness, we can find a sense of peace and clarity that overthinking can't touch. Overthinking often manifests as excessive worry. We may find ourselves constantly replaying past conversations, dissecting every detail for hidden meanings or perceived slights. This tendency to dwell on the past can lead to feelings of regret, guilt, or shame weighing heavily on our minds. Similarly, our thoughts may race towards the future, conjuring up worst-case scenarios and fueling anxiety about events that haven't even occurred. We might worry endlessly about deadlines, relationships, or potential problems that may never materialize. This anticipatory anxiety can be incredibly draining, stealing our peace of mind and leaving us feeling constantly on edge. The weight of these worries can manifest physically as well. We might experience muscle tension, headaches, or digestive issues. Sleep, often elusive for the overthinker, becomes even more difficult when our mind is racing with anxieties. This constant state of mental and physical unease can significantly impact our overall well-being. It's important to remember that while some level of worry is a natural part of the human experience, excessive worry can become problematic. When we allow our minds to be consumed by worries, we lose sight of the present moment and the opportunity to find joy and peace in our daily lives. Overthinking often goes hand in hand with anxiety. As we ruminate on our worries, our thoughts can spiral out of control, leading to heightened feelings of stress, fear, and apprehension. This anxiety spiral can be particularly debilitating, leaving us feeling trapped in a cycle of negative thoughts and emotions. We might start with a relatively minor worry, but as we overthink, it can escalate into a major source of anxiety. For example, a small concern about a work project might transform into overwhelming fear about job security or our ability to perform well. This amplification of worries can lead to physical symptoms such as a racing heart, shortness of breath, and dizziness. The anxiety spiral can also impact our relationships and daily functioning. We might withdraw from social situations, fearing judgment or scrutiny from others. Decision-making may become increasingly difficult as we become paralyzed by anxiety and doubt. Simple tasks can feel overwhelming and our overall quality of life can suffer significantly. It's crucial to recognize the signs of the anxiety spiral and seek support if needed. Techniques like mindfulness, deep breathing exercises, and cognitive behavioral therapy can be helpful in managing anxiety and breaking free from the grip of overthinking. Overthinking can lead to a state of decision paralysis where we become so overwhelmed by choices and potential outcomes that we struggle to make even simple decisions. We might endlessly weigh the pros and cons, second-guess ourselves, and seek reassurance from others, yet still feel unable to commit to a course of action. This indecision stems from a fear of making the wrong choice, a fear often fueled by perfectionism and a desire to control every aspect of our lives. We might worry about potential regrets, missed opportunities, or negative consequences, leading to a sense of paralysis and an inability to move forward. Decision paralysis can have significant consequences in various aspects of our lives. We might delay important decisions about careers, relationships, or finances, leading to missed opportunities and increased stress. This inability to make choices can also erode our self-confidence and leave us feeling powerless over our own lives. Learning to trust our intuition, embrace imperfection, and accept that not every decision will have a perfect outcome can help us overcome decision paralysis. By cultivating a sense of self-compassion and focusing on the present moment, we can break free from the grip of overthinking and make choices with greater ease and clarity. Overthinking often stems from a desire to control our thoughts, feelings, and external circumstances. We believe that if we can just think through every possibility, analyze every angle, and anticipate every outcome, we can somehow control the uncontrollable and prevent negative experiences. However, this pursuit of control is ultimately an illusion. Life is inherently uncertain, and no amount of overthinking can change that fundamental truth. In fact, the more we try to control our thoughts and emotions, the more elusive they become. We may find ourselves trapped in a cycle of rumination and worry, desperately trying to grasp onto something that cannot be grasped. This illusion of control can lead to increased anxiety, stress, and a sense of disappointment when things don't go according to plan. It can also prevent us from fully experiencing the present moment as our minds are constantly preoccupied with past regrets or future worries. Buddhist teachings offer a powerful antidote to this illusion of control. By embracing the impermanent and ever-changing nature of life, we can begin to let go of our need for control and find a sense of peace in the present moment. This acceptance of what is allows us to approach life with greater openness, curiosity, and resilience. Mindfulness is a cornerstone of Buddhist practice and is often the first step towards managing overthinking. At its core, mindfulness is about being fully present in the moment, paying attention to our thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment. This simple yet profound practice can help us break free from the cycle of overthinking by grounding us in the here and now. When we practice mindfulness, we learn to observe our thoughts as they arise without immediately reacting to them. This observation creates a space between our thoughts and our responses. For instance, instead of spiraling into worry about an upcoming presentation, we might notice the thought, acknowledge it, and then gently bring our focus back to the present moment. Mindfulness can be practiced in various ways, from formal meditation sessions to integrating mindful moments into daily activities like eating or walking. The key is to cultivate a non-judgmental awareness, allowing ourselves to experience each moment fully. This practice not only helps in reducing overthinking, but also enhances our overall sense of well-being and contentment. The benefits of mindfulness extend beyond mental health. Studies have shown that regular mindfulness practice can reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression, improve focus and concentration, and even boost physical health by lowering blood pressure and improving sleep quality. By making mindfulness a part of our daily routine, we can create a more balanced and peaceful mind. Buddhist teachings emphasize that thoughts are transient and do not define our true self. Our thoughts are like clouds in the sky, constantly changing, forming, and dissipating. Recognizing the fleeting nature of thoughts helps us detach from them. We can start viewing our thoughts as passing phenomena rather than absolute truths. This shift in perception can significantly reduce the impact of negative thinking patterns. Letting go is a fundamental practice in Buddhism, helping us release attachment to outcomes, thoughts, and emotions. It means accepting things as they are without clinging or trying to control them. Embracing impermanence helps us navigate life's challenges with ease. Trusting and surrendering the illusion of control can be deeply liberating. Compassion, especially self-compassion, is a vital Buddhist practice that can alleviate the distress caused by overthinking. Often our inner critic exacerbates overthinking by magnifying our flaws and mistakes. Practicing self-compassion involves treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer to a friend in distress. Self-compassion starts with recognizing our shared humanity. Everyone makes mistakes, experiences failure, and has moments of doubt. By acknowledging that we are not alone in our struggles, we can soften our self-critical tendencies and respond to ourselves with greater empathy and care. The practice of loving-kindness meditation, or metta, is an excellent way to cultivate self-compassion. This meditation involves silently repeating phrases like, "May I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be safe, may I live with ease," directing these wishes first towards ourselves and then towards others. This practice helps nurture a sense of warmth and kindness, countering the harshness of overthinking. Self-compassion also means taking care of our mental and emotional well-being. When we notice ourselves caught in a spiral of overthinking, we can pause and ask, "What do I need right now?" This question can guide us towards actions that support our well-being, whether it's taking a break, talking to a friend, or engaging in a soothing activity. By prioritizing self-kindness, we can break free from the cycle of overthinking and cultivate a more peaceful mind. Meditation is a central practice in Buddhism that offers powerful tools for managing overthinking. Through meditation, we train our minds to become more focused, calm, and resilient. Mindfulness meditation helps us develop greater awareness of our thoughts and feelings. By regularly practicing, we learn to observe our thoughts without getting caught up in them. This practice builds mental clarity and helps reduce the intensity of overthinking. For years, my mind felt like a labyrinth with no exit. Thoughts would circle endlessly, trapping me in a web of worry and doubt. The constant chatter was exhausting, stealing my joy and leaving me feeling perpetually on edge. Simple decisions like what to eat for dinner or which route to take to work became agonizing exercises in overanalysis. My nights were often sleepless, haunted by anxieties about the future or regrets from the past. I'd replay conversations in my head, searching for hidden meanings or ways I could have responded differently. This relentless mental activity left me feeling drained and disconnected from the present moment. Even enjoyable experiences like spending time with loved ones or pursuing hobbies were often overshadowed by my restless mind. I longed for a sense of inner peace, a way to quiet the storm of thoughts that seemed to rage within me. I tried various techniques to manage my overthinking, positive affirmations, rigorous scheduling, even attempting to simply suppress my thoughts. But nothing seemed to provide lasting relief. The harder I tried to control my mind, the more elusive peace became. I felt lost and overwhelmed, unsure of how to escape the labyrinth of my own making. It was during this time of deep frustration and exhaustion that I stumbled upon the teachings of Buddhism. The concept of mindfulness, a cornerstone of Buddhist practice, resonated deeply with me. I began incorporating mindfulness into my daily life, starting with short meditation sessions focusing on my breath. The grip of my thoughts loosened, their intensity softened. It was as if I was creating a space between myself and the constant chatter. This understanding became a beacon of hope, a reminder that I was not my thoughts. The journey towards managing my overthinking hasn't been linear. There are still days when worries resurface, but now, equipped with mindfulness and self-compassion, I navigate these challenges with greater awareness. Overthinking no longer defines me. Through Buddhist teachings, I've found mental freedom. It's an ongoing journey of growth and peace. Overthinking traps us in worry and anxiety, stealing our peace. Buddhist teachings offer a powerful antidote. Mindfulness, letting go, and self-compassion help us break free and reclaim peace. Mindfulness creates space between our experience and reactions. Letting go releases attachment to distressing thoughts. Self-compassion softens our inner critic. The journey out of overthinking is a process, not a destination. Cultivate a new relationship with your mind, marked by awareness, acceptance, and kindness. Tend to the garden of your mind with patience and care, nurturing mindfulness and self-compassion. These practices are lifelong companions on the path to mental freedom. Each conscious choice to return to the present moment strengthens our capacity for peace. Embrace the journey, for within it lies profound peace and lasting freedom. The journey towards a quieter mind is often traveled best together. Have you struggled with the labyrinth of overthinking? What practices have helped you find peace amidst the mental chatter? Share your experiences, insights, and questions in the comments below. Your voice could be a source of support and inspiration for others navigating similar paths. If you've found value in exploring these Buddhist teachings and are seeking further guidance on cultivating mindfulness, letting go, and self-compassion, consider subscribing to our channel. Together we can continue to learn, grow, and support each other on the path towards greater peace and well-being. Remember, the journey towards a quieter mind begins with a single mindful step.